Kenneth Allen McDuff was born in Paris, Texas, but grew up in Rosebud, Texas. He was known as the broomstick killer because he would often strangle people with a broomstick. He was born on March 21st, 1946, and died at the age of 52 on November 17th, 1998. He was the fifth of 6 children. He was known as a bully and only picked on the weak. His mom was known as the pistol-packin' mama. She once threatened a bus driver for kicking Kenneth's older brother Lonnie off. Kenneth lost a fight he picked with a popular athletic jock, which caused him to drop out of high school at only 9th grade. Kenneth then began working at his dad's successful concrete business. But his job didn't keep him out of trouble. He was soon convicted of a series of burglaries and sent to prison.
How many years were you sentenced after you were convicted of your many burglaries?
I was really supposed to be sentenced for 52, but only had to serve 4 years. He was then let out of jail on parole. You'd think he'd learn his lesson and stop being a criminal, but no. He kept stealing more money and committing more crimes. He then killed 3 teens at a ball field in Everman, Texas. They were Robert Brand, Mark Dunman, and Edna Louise Sullivan. He then took the girl's necklace as a souvenir. On August 9, 1966, he was put back in jail without parole. On November 9, 1966, Kenneth tried for murder. On November 15, 1966, he was convicted and sentenced to death. In 1968, the court confirmed conviction and set his execution date for December 3, 1968. In 1972, the court declared the death penalty unjust in Texas. He then got his GED in jail and took 45 hours of college credit and bribed the guards to smuggle drugs in for him. How did you feel when you were eligible for parole and was rejected? I was really upset because I couldn't get out of jail, and then I was convicted of bribery in 1982. But finally I was let on parole in 1989. I then strangled Seraphia Parker to death in Temple, Texas. I was then sent back to jail and released in 2 months. When I got out, I tried to change my ways, and I enrolled in the Texas State Technical Institution, but it didn't last long. I then killed Brenda Thompson in Waco. Then Regina Moore, also strangled to death in Waco. Then I killed Colleen Reed after I abducted her from working at a convenience store. Then Valenica. Wish I could say there were no more, but who else did you kill? I also killed North Drop, and she was found in Dallas in a gravel pit. He was then arrested, America's Most Wanted 208th capture. McDuff was convicted of Northrup's murder, and also the police found 5 of Reed's hairs in his car. The jury selection finally began. Rory Green came out as accomplice and told the story of what happened to the jury. The jury came to a conclusion: he was guilty of killing Reed, and it only took them 55 minutes. The state of Texas appeals. The court upholds the death sentence, and it is now legal. For the last time, the court set his death date to be October 21st, 1998. How do you feel that all of your victims' bodies are now popping up? Or just don't answer. Okay then. In October 1998, at the age of 52, right before he died, he announced that he had hepatitis C and cirrhosis of the liver. He was then killed by a lethal injection. And that's the life of Kenneth Allen McDuff.